Blessings. Welcome to Chelly's Cup of Chatter. I'm Chelly, and I'm here with my co-chatters, Jen and Misha.
Hey, welcome.
We are so glad you guys came back, and we have a great topic this week. Our topic this week will be about gossip.
Ooh.
Gossip and chatters.
Like some bubble gum.
Right. Before we get started, let's get the definition of gossiping. Gossiping is idle talk or rumors about the personal or private affairs of others, mostly negative conversation. So, ladies, I know.
Yes, cuz.
Ooh, we know Misha didn't. She got some time for us today, chatters.
Yeah.
What do you think about gossiping? Because I know we all done it. We're all guilty of it in some point of our lives. But have you ever been in a scenario or a situation where gossiping has hurt your feelings or affected you in some type of way?
Well, if I should say so, I tend to discredit a lot of things, and I'm not easily to be offended. So
I don't let stuff roll off your shoulders.
Yeah.
And we know she do, chatters, we know.
Now, do you gossip? Or have you gossiped before?
I must say, back in my younger years, I did gossip because I was a little messy. I was rough around the edges, okay?
A little messy.
Rough around the edges.
Rough.
I was one of them boxers. So that's why.
West side.
South side,
South
Fulton
side.
Rose, the community.
Okay, south side.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had my share of gossip. I did some negative talking back in the day. I have.
Yes, I think we all have gossip, and to me, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you where my gossiping came from. My gossiping came from my family, because back in the day, we used to hear our parents or hear grandma or auntie on the phone like, girl, let me tell you about what happened at the club, or you know so-and-so doing this, and you'd be like, ooh, they talking about cousin, whoa, and this, that, and the other. So gossiping goes back from seeing somebody else as a kid doing it, and then you grow up, you doing it.
Right.
And then you don't find out until you get older that that's not really a good thing.
No.
So,
I mean, I called my friend, like, girl, let me tell you the tea. You ready? But it's about me, so I'm gossiping about me.
You gossiping about you.
And it's like me, like current now, but back in the younger years, that was me with the tomfoolery, gossiping about the others. But now I'm wiser, I'm stronger, I'm better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So much better.
Come on, Marvin Sapp.
As I look back, oh, always brought me through. Thank you,
All right,
Jesus.
now.
All right, I've been delivered.
Been delivered.
But what makes people gossip? I mean, what's the fun of gossiping? I mean, since it's negative and we know it's not true,
Right.
it's easy to gossip. It's fun. You get caught up in the rap of gossiping. Hey, look at what you got. Wait a minute. Did they take something in the house? What's going on over there? So we get
Because we
into
know
the habit of
it's a
gossiping.
negative.
Yeah.
It's a negative connotation, and sometimes we thrive off of it, and we love to hear about other people's stuff, and we got bad stuff on ourselves.
But you know, always people like to hear something that's worse off than them.
Yes.
So when they think you worse off than them, then it feel like, hey, I feel kind of good. I can talk about somebody else, and we ain't got to put my business all out in the street.
Right.
So yeah, gossiping is something.
Well, I'm gonna say what I got out of gossiping when back in the younger years, only because, like I stated before, I was a fighter, so I was the one starting stuff. Like Michael Jackson, got to be starting
So
stuff.
you was basically a bully. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, we just grew up in a community. We actually grew up in a community where there was still segregation among us. So in the community with segregation,
Were you a bully?
Yeah.
not at all.
Did you beat up people that gossip about you?
Did you bring
No.
the bone that she trying to say? Did you bring the bone?
I don't know about that bone. I heard about bone soup, but what I'm saying, when they came to me, so the children are very bold. They will come to you and tell you, well, you not cute, you ugly. With your short hair, you bald head, you don't have no edges.
Yeah.
So that's what provoked me to fight.
Yeah.
And so then I went back and talking about them, like,
Okay.
you know, that's how that went.
Your gossiping was back and forth with the person, just face to face.
Right, that was a word fight.
But you know how sometimes when we gossip, it's always somebody that's gonna run back and tell what you said and tell your version more than they tell your version.
Yeah.
So that's how the drama starts. Nowadays, the gossiping has gone to another level where we're gossiping about each other through Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram,
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah.
It's a new age gossiping, and
Absolutely.
these young people say, "What is it? Clock the tea or tea time." So that's when they start gossiping.
Yeah.
My granddaughter probably rolling her eyes right
Yeah,
about
yeah.
now.
You know, we're not gonna get all the hip words right. So,
Right, but
you know, fill in the blanks for us, Shadows.
it's just like, but we need to know that gossiping is not of God.
No.
I read something that said if we are sons and daughters of Christ, we can't praise God and then turn around and curse somebody else.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
So we need to work on less gossiping. Now, me myself, when I start to, I don't want to say gossip. I always say, Lord. I look up, Lord. You know this is the truth. I am not gossiping. I'm telling all facts.
Okay.
So there's a difference,
Yeah.
but I probably shouldn't be doing that either. So sometimes we like to label our gossip as that's not gossiping. We telling the truth, but still we're still gossiping.
Well, I must say I don't have time for gossip. I just feel like everybody needs to hear the truth. So I'm the individual that's gonna tell you the truth because I feel like most people don't tell you. So I feel like I just should be the one to tell you the truth. So today it might be the day that I tell you the truth, opposed to someone else going back gossiping, telling them, girl, you know she had that stuff on the side of her mouth. Did you see that stuff on her face?
Right.
But won't tell her in her face.
Yeah.
So I'll be the one to say, excuse me, you have a little bit of something on your face. Let me wipe this off your pair of pants.
Yeah.
Opposed to me just going back telling her,
Right.
yeah, cuz you seen that on her face, bro? She sitting there smiling all in my face and she got that stuff on her mouth.
Oh Lord. But it's more of like the negative gossip, like
Right.
you know who so and so sleeping with now, and she doing this, and
That's why
she out here at the store buying all these clothes, and her kids looking like this, and she
Yeah.
don't pay her rent.
That's right
It's like
there.
the stuff like this that we're like tearing
we
each
don't
other
know.
down. Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It's different gossip. It's like we don't know gossip. I'm just gonna come up with something. She come up with some new clothes on. Now you know how she got them clothes.
Right.
That's
yeah.
That's not none of my business gossiping. That's what that
Well,
is.
how did she get the clothes?
I don't know. I'm not saying nothing.
See, look at you.
I'm trying to see something.
And that's what the gossip coming when your mind's playing imagination on you, where you're gonna pull something from somewhere.
Cause either we gonna text about it or we gonna
Yeah.
pick up the phone and call. Girl, I just seen so and so
Yeah.
kicking in my face with her phony self.
Yeah.
And we know that we wrong.
Yeah.
She might not have been phony, but we take it like that, and then we take it and we send it to somebody else, and then they send it to somebody else. Girl, so and so saw so and so, and she was being phony with her, and she was with somebody else. You know, we add stuff on to it.
Yes, that's when that right there. But my thing is, what do you do when you know you finna start gossiping? We all say call on the Lord, but what can you do from? Because gossip could be juicy. It could be something really good you finna hear, even though if it's makeup or if it's real, you still want to hear. So what can a person do when somebody's finna gossip and you don't want to hear?
They need to shut it down. I see where you're going today. Today is not the day. Or if you know an individual is well known for gossiping, you need to shut the door. What the song say? Close the door.
Yeah,
Turn off the lights.
too.
Yeah, just close
Shut
the
it
door. You don't want to hear it because
Because
you want to guard your
part of
image.
their gossip. Now,
Because
know, Jennifer, she acting like she a goody two shoes. I can't,
Now she don't want to gossip. But I think because we are of a higher standard of following good stewardship, we do need to learn how to stop, shutting it down. Like, well, come on now, we ain't gonna do this now. We've been doing this for years. Let's uplift. We not gonna talk negative because if that's what you want to do, I don't want to have this conversation.
I like that one.
Because we're gossiping. We're gossiping with our families. We're gossiping at work. We're gossiping at church. We're gossiping about church.
Yeah.
We're gossiping about people. It's just different forms of gossip, which it's affecting us and our growth and our walk.
Okay.
Do you agree?
I agree. Yes, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Right. So at some point we need to be convicted and watch what we say, which we are. That is one of our goals that our pastor is teaching this year, to stay focused and watch the words that come out your mouth.
Yeah.
Because the tongue is a small muscle, but it's so powerful. The words that you say can bring life or death.
Absolutely.
That's right there.
So gossiping could be a form of speaking death into somebody's life. Negativity, that's a form of negativity. If we're not speaking positive, we have to learn how to shut people down. And we're like, I myself need to work on that, because I'm not gonna lie, I love to hear some good information.
That's
You
what
do?
I'm saying.
I
Yeah,
do.
I do. I still like to.
I love to hear some good information.
Well, why
And-
you don't turn to the Real Housewives of America or something?
Because that's
the
rich
Kardashian
people gossip.
that-
That's
And
rich
see,
people
that's
gossip.
that's
I
reality
don't-
TV
yeah,
gossip,
right,
and I used to watch reality TV, but it's just gotten so
It wasn't-
ridiculous.
It wasn't enough for you, cuz?
No, I just didn't like it no more, because they were grown women that were acting like they were in middle school, and the negativity and the tearing down of each other. I stopped watching it. And I used to be hooked on what is Atlanta Housewives. I haven't watched
I
it
haven't
in
watched
years
that in years.
because
I've
it
seen
was
it.
just too messy, and
I ain't watched
you a
that.
lot of times you get that stuff in your spirit, don't you think?
That
You get that in your spirit.
That too. That's what gossip does too. It also creates a whole nother being that you trying to control, trying to feed that person. Because now that person is just wanting to know everything. It's in you sitting, find yourself sitting somewhere. You listen to their conversation, getting all the conversation screwed up, not repeating it, can't repeat it correctly because you done listen to so many
Yes.
gossiping ears. So
I'm just gonna say this. So the gossip that has been spread about me has been spread throughout the family. It came back to me. But one
Wow.
thing they forgot to mention about the gossip, how good I've come, or how much I have arisen. You
That's
gossip
right.
all about the
That's
downfall, but you
Yes.
have yet to gossip
still
about
I
how
rise.
I made it. Just
What
like
you say,
Mama
Jen?
Chuck
Still I
said.
rise.
Still alright. See,
Still
now that's a
alright.
good point, Misha. So when we start gossiping about people, have we went back and corrected and said, you know what? She's changed.
Yeah.
She's not mistreating her kids. She's not, we don't come back and fix it.
Absolutely.
So I think that's a good point. Now
That's
you
a
said
lot
they
of
didn't
people
talk
do
about
that.
you, but they didn't talk about the good.
Oh no.
And a lot of times people don't even want to hear the good. They want to hear the bad. They want to hear the negative. But what's that song? Sweep around your
Front porch.
before you sweep around mine.
I'm telling you.
Or take that speck of wood out of your eye
That
first.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And people don't know gossip leads to a lot of people having low self-esteem or
Yes.
not encouraged. It does more than what we think. Like if I hear somebody talking about me and I know it's not true, then you're going to go home and you're going to evaluate yourself like,
Yeah.
why would they talk about me? What did I do wrong? You might say you chatters that you don't do it, but you'll go home and think, well, why were they talking about me? And your feelings will be hurt.
Even though people say it don't bother me, but it is people that have heard some things, and people, you never know what state of mind that they're in. That they might want to take their life because of something negative, or
Yeah.
every time you turn around, somebody's got something bad to say about me,
Yeah.
or somebody's gossiping. So what makes people gossip about people?
Right.
Well, let me ask you this: when someone gossip, do you guys feel like about the individual and the person feel like they feel real low? Is that a contributing factor where they maybe done like with low self-esteem, even though you know if, cause you told me like I've seen you, I watched you for the last 31 days, and I noticed you have made progress and you have succeeded, but you think you all that.
Yeah.
Just told me that right in the face.
Yeah.
So, do I get upset? Do you feel like it plays a factor on your self-esteem wise? Or do you think it's like something because it might have triggered something from your past, because you might have dealt with this in the past, and now that the gossiping came to you, you feel like, let me say the thing. Now I must do think I'm all that.
Yeah. Because she brought a positive, but then she ended it with a negative. So it was like she had you up here, then it was like, wait a minute. Yeah. Do I think I'm all that? And you know what my answer will be to that? Yes, I do. Absolutely. All of that in a bag of chips.
Because if you don't, nobody else is.
Right.
And I
So-
think gossiping is, it's really like a knife. Really, when somebody set out to gossip, they are set out to hurt you.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times some people gossip because they want to be the center of attention. They want to be the first person to tell it. You know, that makes them feel better. Like, ooh, let me get this out. I think it has a part to do with your self-esteem
And that was the question I asked. And but another thing too, I feel like we as ladies, we all have our own story, our own journey. So oftentimes I may share my testimony and my journey and my story to individuals. And I often say, it doesn't matter who tells my story because no one can tell the story like I can. Because what tends to happen is individuals add on and take off. And when you do the add and subtract, it put you in the factor of gossiping. Yes. And I'm okay with that because when the story come back, that's not how it was told.
I know that's right.
But I'm going to also tell you how it's going to end.
Okay.
I know that's right.
You should go with that I wing. So I have a question. What is the difference between gossiping and venting?
You got to have an ear to be able to distinguish the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gossiping is what it is. Gossip, negative energy. Venting is something you just want to release.
Okay.
That's the truth.
Right. So venting is just, I need for you to listen.
Mm-hmm.
And what they say now, listen, but don't judge. So I'm venting to make a little bit of myself have a clarity and get a little bit off of me. But gossiping is negative. There's a big difference between venting because a lot of times I call my girlfriends and I just say, thank you for letting me vent. Thank you for just listening to me. And they take it in and it's like, you know, they still loving me. They still giving me encouragement. Mm-hmm. With gossiping, you can't do nothing with gossiping.
Nothing.
You can't do nothing with gossiping.
Yeah. You keep turning around, it's attracting the add.
That's all.
That's all you do.
That's all we're doing is just carrying the bone and no home. That's
right.
all. Carrying the old bone.
Mm-hmm. Is this a bone about a dog?
Yeah.
Misha don't like the bone.
I can't see the
She want me to
vision.
sit there and listen, but I can't say the dog carrying the old bone.
Mm-hmm. So next time, because I know, especially on our jobs, we are on our jobs longer than we are sometimes at home, and a lot of times it's like you do a lot of gossiping because it's a lot of co-workers, especially after a meeting, y'all talking about the meeting, y'all talking about the stuff that went on.
Yes.
So it's like when you go in the lunchroom, they talking about somebody, and I've been in certain places where I've walked in a room and the conversation has shifted, and I knew that the conversation was about me, but I didn't care because I'm still who I am, and your words of negativity can never break me. I'm just that type of person. Like, I feel like the more dirt you throw, the more I grow. Mm-hmm. So if you got that much energy to be having a conversation about me, then what's wrong with your life?
Yeah, and I'm glad you said about work. Mm-hmm. Most of our gossip to me comes from work.
Yeah.
And then I think about the younger youth when a lot of gossip was from the school.
Right.
So I'm wondering, like, you know, for people that's learning how to handle it, like the children, they got to deal with gossip. The adults got to deal with gossip.
Absolutely. So
it's kind of hard. It's like when you become an adult, you basically in the zone and don't care. But when you're a child, you wonder, how do they deal with gossip?
How do you deal
with that?
Mm-hmm. I think they're fighting. They're fighting over he say, she said, or what's been posted, or you did a video. It just turns into anger.
That's what I dealt with. That's what I was telling you guys. That was me.
The school was, So we gotta learn, like I said, better ways to walk away, be the bigger person, like you said, cause the whole conversation shifted. I know you stood there for a second like, wait a minute. Okay, if you think, you ain't bad enough to talk while I'm here, then go ahead and shift your conversation. I'm still gonna stand here. So that was good that you stood there and never let it bother you.
I just continued on, I went on and did what I was doing because I felt like you just showed me that she was a coward because you stopped talking.
Yeah.
So why am I bothered by you? You're bothered by me.
So we learned that gossip is coming from people insecurities, people that's jealous of us. You'd be surprised what people is jealous about. Things that I wouldn't even believe that you're jealous of. They be jealous. So that's two. What else we got for that? Jealousy, insecure, no love, don't love themselves.
Want attention.
Yeah, wanting attention. Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people like to tell stuff to be like, they the person with the gossip. They know everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is that a good thing though?
No.
Because we need to focus on controlling our tongue and maybe asking God to help us control our tongues and what we say. I think a lot of times we speak. We need to be. What does the Bible say? We need to be quick to listen and slow to speak.
Yes.
Because if we think about it before we say it instead of just blurting it, I think if we take our time and think about it, we'll be like, okay, do I really want to tear down this person? Do I want to tell a business? First of all, because it's not our business; it's their business that we're telling. Why do we want to tell that person's business?
Right. And not the fact of that, we already have the world already gossiping about us.
Yes.
Us as black women, we have enough gossip already of standards and where they expect us, their expectation of us. So
Yes.
we already have the world against us as far as gossip.
Because believe it or not, Twitter is gossip.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
Twitter, they just make a little quick statement, right?
Absolutely.
So I think that's a gossiping
Yeah.
platform.
yeah, I mean it is. If you look at Instagram, if people want to say something about somebody, you can. You can say something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I looked on Instagram and came back like, girl, did you see that dress so revealing?
Yes.
That's a form of gossip. So we have to
Absolutely.
learn, you know. So I'm a victim. Y'all heard me say it. I said something about somebody's dress.
Yeah. Listen, I think we're learning that we have to repent. We are not perfect, and it's not going to stop with one conversation. It has to be a trained, learned thing, and you have to be purposely wanting to stop.
Yes.
Stop gossiping.
Yes.
You know, you have to want to do that. So that's why we thought we would have this conversation, because we are older now, and we need to set examples.
Yes.
Hmm.
I agree.
Yeah. Each one teach one.
Okay, that's it. That's everything.
Yeah, each one teach one. So we learned today that gossiping is not the thing. If you find yourself gossiping, try. I know we don't cut things overnight, but try a little bit at a time. Try a little bit at a time. Don't talk as much about gossip.
And then if you can't stop gossiping, say something nice. Put something in there. Spin it up. Don't let it all be
But you know
negative.
that, for some reason, them two don't go hand in hand. They
They
can't never say nothing nice and gossip at the same time.
I guess, but try. Just
So
try.
I'm saying, ooh, that dress, but it was a pretty color. If you know, it's hard to try to mix that in.
Oh, why she wear that dress? She wore that dress because she wanted to
Let
wear
her
that
wear
dress.
it. Let her wear it.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, just let them do it.
Yeah.
Just I know it's hard. Just blow it off. Blow it
Yes.
As always.
Well, I truly think this is a very good conversation. Chatters, let us know if you are a part-time gossiper, full-time gossiper, or you are on the mend of stopping to gossip.
Yes.
I encourage you to, if it is something you strongly battle with, that you take it to the Lord and pray about it. And just try to speak positivity.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
the key.
Yeah.
2025 key.
Key. Yes, we gotta stay focused. We gotta watch what we say, watch what come out of our mouth, and what else?
Stay focused. Watch what we say. Watch what come out of our mouth. And always keep God first.
Yep. And continue and pray.
Yeah.
Prayer.
As always, we appreciate you guys for listening and viewing us.
Yes. We want y'all to come back. We're gonna have a very good topic next week. It's gonna be a surprise topic, so come on back.
Yes.
So as always, on Chelly's Cup of Chatter, we want you guys to know that you are loved. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all subscribing. We appreciate y'all comments. We appreciate the support. I want to give a shout out to my people in Minnesota and Iowa. I got people that's, in different states that's supporting us, and the people that's here in my local towns and suburbs. Thank y'all for y'all support.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So, know that you are loved, and this week we want you guys to spread some love.
Spread some love.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.